Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Hey, I'm Adrian, part of Team My Zone here at Hyrox today to smash the workout. We've been thinking about some tactics. We're going to take it steady on the runs and we're going to go hard on the functional bits. Both of us have got a good engine for the run, so we're hoping for a good time. First one today, and maybe set a time to try and beat in London in a few months' time.
I'm Becky and I'm competing in the mixed doubles with Adrian today. This is actually the first time we've met, so hopefully we're going to be able to communicate with each other and just try our hardest. I'm mostly here because I didn't want to miss out, see what all the fuss is about, and humble myself a little bit with a bit of a good workout, really. So we set off, we went out at a good pace, it felt good. Maybe a little bit faster than all our other laps, but it felt good. We were in the lead, so we came into the ski erg first. Haven't done that much before, but Adrian started us off. How did it feel?
Yeah, it felt pretty good actually. The first functional station felt comfortable. I think we paced it pretty well. I think some of the bigger athletes have got a longer pull, so it was always going to be hard for us to keep up on that one, but we came into the station in first position and we left in third, which then gave us an opportunity to have a good run on the next leg.
So the next leg, after another 2.5 laps, was the sled push. Found out today that I could actually move it, so that was a bonus. So we shared that again. We did like, you did a length, I did a length, then you did a length. Oh no, I did half a length, and you took over for me, so that was really helpful. That one really gets your hamstrings. Did you feel that? Yeah,
I was feeling it. My hamstrings, my calves were feeling pretty tight as well on the push. But I think actually it's that mind over matter thing. You did a great first leg and pushed it, and that was 150 kilos, and you weigh 55. So that was an unbelievable effort, and yeah, I think we held the pace quite well. I think there was a couple of heavier athletes that maybe overtook us during that functional stage, but again, we came out of that one top 3, top 4 with a chance to catch back up on the run leg.
Run after that, I still felt okay. I think we didn't actually lose too much times on all of our runs, and the next one was the sled pull. I wasn't very efficient at that. Like the girl next to me was super strong and like using her whole body and like pulling with her arms, and I was just having to like use everything that I had. But you were really strong on that one.
I think if anything that was tougher for you than the push was, because there was a lot of upper body, and it felt heavy. There was quite a lot of friction on the carpet. And there was a certain techniques to keeping it going. But again, I think we held our own. We certainly weren't the fastest on those 2 stations, but we kept close enough, and then again gave ourselves a chance coming out into the next run.
So the next one was the rower. We saw some other people pop up then who, I don't know how many laps they did, but we were side by side with another pair, weren't we, rowing next to them, and it felt a little bit long, the row. I did a bit, then you did a big chunk, and I think that bit felt long.
I'd agree, the row felt long. I mean, again, the taller athletes have got a longer pull, and it's, although you've got to focus on what you're doing, it's quite hard to not see what's happening on the rower next to you. So it's a little bit of motivation to pull a little bit harder, but we split that one up quite nicely, and again, my quads were a bit burnt after that one, so the start of the run took a few steps to get going again, but again, we held our position pretty well.
Yeah, I will admit I was looking at the girls next to me's pace. Like, I'm just competitive whatever I do, but it didn't make me change anything because, like, I don't have much strength in my legs, so I was going for quite like a high cadence because that's going to work for me.
Becky is fast, and I think she was dragging me around some of the course, so I was grateful for that. And then into the burpees, which were...
Yeah, I felt good after that run, I think, and so I started on the burpees, didn't I? That one you have to like be careful not to put your arms too far forward, so I was really conscious of that, but I got overtaken by people on the burpees. I think it's just coming all the way down, all the way up, and I like to not fail obstacles at Spartans. I don't practice burpees very often, so yeah, that was quite long. How did you feel?
I would agree, it felt long. I mean, I was trying to focus on eating up as much ground every jump that I could, but it felt gassy. I was quite blown in my lungs after that one, but again, I think we got overtaken by a couple, but it's hard. Some of them were men's pairs, so then it's hard to gauge where we were exactly, but we gave ourselves another fighting chance coming out into the next run.
Well, we did another good run after that, another consistent run, and then Farmers Carry, you went first, picked up, I got some chalk. I forgot to do chalk because I was like, oh, he's going, then I was like, oh yeah, I actually need some as well, but I'm used to having mud on my hands, so it wasn't that bad. But what was it, 24 kilograms?
24
in each hand, yeah. So you were fast on that, we had fast legs.
I felt pretty good on that one, yeah. I felt that was okay for both of us, I think. You did a big chunk in the middle.
Yeah, that one definitely felt like the easiest station to me. I didn't, like, my grip wasn't tired. I was putting like my shoulders like down and back and just trying to hang out my shoulders rather than actually use any of my muscles. Yeah. But yeah, I did quite a long section and then you finished it off.
Yeah, and still, I think maybe we took a couple of goes each, but I felt good for that next run. And actually, once we got to that station, it's starting to count down. I felt positive that we'd had most of the workout done, and we only had a few to go, and actually felt pretty good on the runs. I think the runs were still good. So the next one was on par with our previous lap.
You picked up the sandbag. It was kind of an awkward sandbag. It's quite stiff and quite short.
Yeah, like two different handles, and so work out which ones you're going to grab. Once I got into the lunges, I felt okay on that one. It's certainly after a few reps it starts to burn and get the legs a bit. But you were strong on that one too, I think.
I did surprise myself, I will say. I thought that was going to be awful, and they were quite bad at the start. But then we did the swap over like back to back, which you have to do as the pairs. We didn't drop it, so that was all right. And then I tried to like stand all the way up and step through rather than match my feet together, just to save a little bit of time. But it really does burn your legs, that one. But I think for me it works better if I have quite a wide, like long stance, so I'm not like stepping up on one leg, so I'm stepping up on both legs, just straightening my back leg. Yeah. And the last one, it was really far away, but I didn't want to do two more, so I just went for like full-on split. Yeah, mega lunge. And then it was like, okay, work our way through the rock zone to the last run. I was dreading the wobbles, like the whole build up to this. Adrian started them off and you did 20 in a row and you looked like you were feeling good. We didn't have any no reps, so pleased with our technique. Yeah,
we got through it pretty well. You know, we split them well. You were smashing the 10 reps out, feeling pretty good about that, and chipped away 100 in the bag, and then the last thing to do is to dive over the line, which we did.
We did, and then I think we was all pretty close with the people around us, so yeah, it felt pretty good at the finish.
Yeah, 109 on the money. Gives a nice target to try and smash next time.
Hi guys, so James Muscart. This is my 4th Hyrox. I've done London, Birmingham, Madrid, now Manchester. Really excited to get going. It's I'm going in the open this time, so it's the first time doing this style. Got to see what it's all about. See if I can learn a couple of lessons. See what time I can push out. It's all up for grabs.
Been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
So we all went out, and as always, we went out hot on that first run, and you don't really know who's who and what's going on. So I'm running hard on the first run, and you know, you're just trying to ease into it, but you get caught up in the motion, in the atmosphere, and come into the ski erg, and someone's right next to me, and I keep clocking, keep looking to me right, and having a little look at his monitor, and I'm pulling roughly 145s, 147s. I'm on 100 metres, he's on 50 metres, and he's pulling 150s. I'm thinking, okay, I've got this. But trying to keep that really smooth and controlled, and long pulls, big breaths at the top. Get to the 900 metre mark, take a breath, get back out on the run.
In the sky, I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show.
The runs are just about trying to keep steady for me, just trying to keep them recovery and comfortable, but I'm roughly holding on that run around the 4-minute K mark, I think.
I've been all around the globe trying to
Come into the sled push, and I come in first off the run, and I get right on the very end sled, and I could feel the carpet like moving underneath me, and I'm thinking, is this me, or am I slow here? What's going on? Like, so I'm pushing. The guy who came in right behind me, because he was right behind me, he goes past me. Guy came in third, he goes past me. I take a breath at the end on the end of the push, and I have to compose myself. I think it's a long race, it's a long way to go. Come back, and you know, you might not have the engine, don't worry about them, race your own race. Start pushing again, and I probably leave in about 8th position. I've lost a few spots, and run round, get back to the sled pull, and try and make up some time. I come back on them, I bring the guys back, I can see them pulling, the walking back, they look like they're struggling. I'm just going hand over hand and just pulling and pulling. I'm not really walking that much, trying to keep my legs out of it as much as I can, and just pure power it. I know it's not heavy for me on that sled pull, so I'm just dragging the sled, and managed to get in front of them a couple of times and finish the sled pull just in front of everyone and get out. I think that's it. I've got them back here.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Back on the run. The guy who's second behind me, right back there, he's right behind me again. I can feel him breathing down my neck. I'm like, okay. Just he's not going to get me on the run. He'll hold me at least, but I'm not going to get much further away. Get into the burpees, and I don't like burpees. I'm a bit tall to get to the floor, but I've been working. I put a lot of time in on the burpees and trying to control my heart rate, trying to keep my breath work there. And I actually pulled away and thought, oh my god, like, go James, go! What's going on in my head? Don't stop here. And it's that moment where you've got your head on the ground and you're lying there and you're thinking, I've got to get up. I've got to put my feet next to it and jump. And you get up and you're like, I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking, God, it's a long way to go. Jump, James. Jumping. And you can see I've got like 3 meters or something daft before like the line. I'm thinking, I'm not doing another burpee. But I absolutely just launched myself over the final line because I'm thinking, it's either one big jump or two jumps. I'm like, make it in one. So I get through the burpees and I've actually pulled away a little bit. I'm thinking, that's it. He's gassed. These guys are gassed. I've got them here.
No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create.
I thought the Rose a nice recovery. He came in quite close behind me, but I had, 18, 19 metres on him. And I'm clocking as Morris did again. He's pulling 2 minutes and 500s, and I'm pulling 148, 150s kind of thing. I'm trying to get my breath back. I'm trying to use it as recovery. I hold it, I keep that kind of pace there and thereabouts, and clocking the Morrises, trying to just keep it smooth, big long pulls, big breaths at the top. Get off the row and think, right, it's go time, that's it. Five stations down, we're nearly there. Keep the run, keep moving, just keep powering through. Farmer's carry, I thought, I'm going to have to break this. And I just held on for dear life. I got to that final corner, I thought, I'm not dropping this here. So I didn't break it. And I turned the corner and the lad who was there or thereabouts, seeing him dropping, I thought, that's it. And mentally, he's gone. He's not going to come back here if he's dropped it. Got to the lunges. And I thought he'd gone because I thought I'd got rid of him on the farmer's carry because I didn't drop it. My shoulders were in bits on the farmer's carry. And I come round the corner. And he's like 4 steps behind me on the lunges. I'm like, how is this kid moving like this on these lunges? And it was a great little race. It was a little back and forth. He didn't come back on me, but of course, he's going to have to work really hard. He's going to have to get a lead on me to beat me on the wall ball. Got to there. I thought, even if you come in together, I'll beat him on the wall balls. But he didn't get me on the run. So I got in, I thought, I've got him here. And I could see him on the wall balls. I did 25 unbroken, and then pretty much kept 20s. And I think I might have done 115 to bring it back. And everything else was like the 20s, 25s area kind. And I could clock him, and he wasn't catching me after that. That was the end of it. And I just crossed the line in 64 minutes, and everything here. But it was a great race, and it was great to have people there and your thing pushing you, and apart from that sled push, it went pretty well overall. And
Let's go, boys. Boom. Well done. Man, it was rainy where you came from. Big Ricos and Lois. So 1 hour, 3 minutes. Come on, boys. Get through it. Go, boys. Go on.
Yes.